And it's Alice, not Alice. Alice.
Romanians call me Alice. My dad calls me Alice.
So you prefer Alice then? I heard it both ways tonight. That's why I just wanted to hear. Because
You
Brendan
heard
was
it
saying Alice, and then I hear Alice, and other people say Alice. I just want to know what you would prefer.
Yeah, no, Americans call me Alice. Alice. And my mom was there, so she probably screamed, Alice! Alice! So, yeah.
Well, Alice it is. Alice,
Perfect.
tough fight that you had out there, but a lot of fun. How are you feeling after that performance?
I feel amazing. It is what I want it to be. I love fighting, you know. All my fights are like that. I just like to get into a scrap. I took some, I gave some. I think I need to work more on my, moving my head more, because I took so many punches as well, and I need to be more worried about it. I'm not. Or one day somebody will knock me out. Somebody will. I need to move my head more. But other than that, I'm very pleased with my performance. We put up a lot of work all this camp with my team at Fusion Excel. You know, it's the outcome. It's what every bit of work that I put on. It showed tonight.
What was the game? I didn't mean if I interrupted. What was the game plan coming to tonight? Because it was a very dominant performance. You got the unanimous decision. What was the game plan coming in tonight?
That was the game plan, to be aggressive. I knew she's going to try to take me down with her hip throw. I love hip throwing through, and I felt about, I think, 2 times in a fight that I have the hip throw, and I'm about to hip throw her, but I hold myself not to, because I love to hip throw people also. It's my thing, because I'm not a wrestler. I would never shoot for a takedown, but I would hip throw. And I just hold myself not to. And I knew she's going to try to. But, you know, my game plan was to be aggressive, volume, same as last time. Nothing changed. I should have moved my head more. But other than that, I'm so pleased. And also, I wanted to mention the fact, last time we were talking about the mental part, that I worked with Micah from the UFC PI. So last fight, the week after, we spoke again with Micah, and since then, every week we spoke, and I've been working on that constantly to not lose my focus, because that's my thing. My mental is a bit like, if I get overwhelmed, I was just, oh shit, I'm all over the place. So I'm so proud of myself that I was so present. Every punch that I gave, I knew, like, everything, it was so real. I heard my corner. I followed exactly what they said to me. Everything was just what we've been working for.
Well, even it sounds like the decision to not want to do the hip toss. So obviously you didn't want to take it to the ground and give her maybe an area to try to attack. You consciously knew you wanted to keep it standing and stay in that control of that position?
Yeah. I fully knew. No, I'm stopping. No, just stick to the game plan. The game plan was not to hip toss her. Even though in training, if it is there, I'll hip toss somebody. I would never force it, but if it's there, but no, I stick to what I'm supposed to do, what my coaches told me, and therefore the result. I'm just glad I did that.
So now when you have the talks to Micah, you just got to tell him to add in the head movement part in the next mental talks. Is make sure that's part of the mantra. Move the head.
I need to. Oh my God, why am I being so comfortable? Like, I don't understand myself. I'm honestly, I don't know. I'm not being bothered. Like, and here, I never spar without a head guard on. So every time I have something on, I keep getting punched, whatever. Or my hands, I'm wrapping my hands like I'm going into like a 17 ounces gloves, like big. And, you know, to fight like this, free, like I felt so free. My head was like, and yet still I didn't move my head. Damn.
So that's like a jarring situation. So you always train with headgear on?
I always, because I get cuts.
Yep.
My skin is very sensitive. I get cuts. I didn't get cut tonight. I didn't get cut my last fight, which is a big deal because I took some crazy punches, both fights. And I'm glad I didn't get cut, but usually I do have a sensitive skin. So in the gym, I always wear my head guard so I don't get cut. Not necessarily because of the punches, but it protects me. And I have sensitive eyes. And even, you know, if somebody punches me with a glove, I would take it in my eyeball. I just went to the hospital. First week when I got to Orlando, this camp, I went to the hospital because somebody punched me, and I got my, what is that, like my cornea scraped. Very, very snowflakey hands. I keep getting injuries, small injuries, but
Yeah. But it's refreshing to hear. We don't often hear about a lot of fighters using the headgear till maybe like fight week or something, which it seems like it'd be smarter for fighters to want to, save their head trauma, I guess, for the cage, as opposed to training, which a lot of fighters say training camp is harder than the actual fight, where the fight night's the fun part.
It is. But and even in the gym, not too many people, like I think it's me and another girl that wear head guards, but constantly, every single time, it's just me. I don't think I've seen people wearing it. In sparring, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm just keeping myself safe because I know how, I know how sensitive my face skin is. Like all I needed like a pinch and it's cut open. Like I have a million scars on my face. Yeah.
Well, you want to stay ready. You want to be able to get into the, fights when fights come up. Right now your division's very exciting. You just had a change at the top of the division. I want to get your thoughts on that particular performance and how good do you think Mackenzie is and how well do you think she can stay at the top of the division?
I'm normally casual. I don't watch fights. However, I watched that fight with my mom, and I want to say that it motivated me. So it hyped me up so much for my fight because it was recent. It was last week. So it was so great. I loved it. Like both of them. I'm not even like both of them deserved it or whatever. Crazy fight. It hyped me up. It was enjoyable. I don't know what people, casuals, whatever. I'm a casual too, but it was enjoyable. I loved it. Congrats to Dern, the new champion.
Well, looking forward to, next year. How active are you trying to be in here, and how often would you like to see yourself fighting? And are there any names that make sense for you next?
No, like I said, I'm embracing whoever, like, how do I even say it? Beggars can't be choosers. That's my thing. I'm here, like, I lost 2, I won 2. I'm somewhere here, whoever the matchmakers are going to decide that I deserve to fight with, or the perfect matchup for me or for another person with me. I'll just, you have to just go. You can't just choose, unless you're a champion, I guess. I don't know how things work when you're a champion. Can you pick and choose? But I'm humble. I do as I'm told. You want to fight that. Okay, cool. That's it.
Well, we talked a lot about your fighting. I have to ask you about your social media presence and how incredible that is. I've seen your profiles. I've seen your stuff. Was that always something that you thought that you would maybe get involved with? Or is that just something that just organically started happening and then you found your niche?
It was just something that popped up. I never thought that I'm going to be anything like social media. Like it all started a few years ago when I think I squashed the pineapple in between my legs and it popped, and I'm like, I did that, and a lot of people were like, oh, you look like that Shrek meme. And since then I started to do it because people were tagging me. So if I show you, like, I get tagged in that type of videos to make a reaction to hundreds of times daily.
Wow.
People tagging me in that because I don't go and look for my content. They are doing it for me, and like I appreciate, like, my TikTok fans and Instagram fans are amazing. They are all supportive. They are normal people. They are not fighters. But I brought sports into their lives because a lot of people were texting me, oh my God, I love seeing your videos. I'm sad or I'm depressed, but seeing your videos, either the funny one or the sports ones, I'm glad to, bring people into sports, into MMA, because when I started to post about me being a fighter, everybody was shocked. Oh my God, the girl with the meme girl, that's how they call me, is a fighter? Oh my God. And everything popped up at that point. Like I made like 1 million followers in like a few months. It was crazy. So this is for my TikTok followers. Because they expecting me to do that, and I do it for them.
I'm glad you offered it. I was going to be the weird guy and say, can you do the face?
Oh.
But you did it.
I am doing it, the face, but yeah.
And I guess just last question, you're in a weird position with your social media taking off. you might be in a position to make more money on social media than you ever do on fighting. Did you ever think that that would be the case?
Well, I love fighting. It's not even necessarily about the money. It is about the money as well. Because, like, for example, I spent so much money on this camp because I came to Orlando, I rent out the place, rent out the car, everything gathered together. It's kind of a lot of money. But I love fighting. I would fight for free. And I fought so many times for free. But you can definitely make so much money on, like, social media is so big right now. I guess it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, but you can make money. So if you really want to, and if you're consistent, any type of video, everybody thinks, oh, you're cringe until one video pops up and you're popular. Oh, and then you're not cringe anymore. But it all starts there, and a lot of haters, and you have to deal with a lot of stuff like that. But me personally, I don't care. I never cared. I'm just doing my thing. I have a lot of people that love my content. I just do what I love, but I love MMA. I love fighting. I'll do it anyway until my brakes fell off. I think I said it right. Yep. Yeah.
Have any other fighters asked you for advice, or have you reached out to any other fighters? I've seen you've done collabs, and Hannah Goldie's a friend of yours, training partner, and she has a really great social presence. But have other fighters reached out to you possibly to just say, how did you get started, or maybe like best tips to keep going?
I think, yeah, I spoke with Terrence McKinney.
Yep.
Yeah, I was saying we're training together, but we did some funny videos together. We did with Hannah. Yeah, I give them some tips that I think. I'm not an expert as well. Don't get me wrong. I have no idea. I just post. I just make some videos, make some trending videos, and I post. I edit a bit, but I'm not that good. I'm very consistent. That's my thing. All my life, that's my thing. Like, I've been consistent with anything. Every goal that I had, every dream that I had, I was just there. I'm like slow, but I'm catching up. Like, thinking about back, a lot of people went to the UFC before me, people that I knew, and I wasn't nowhere near that, but slowly, I'm catching up. Everybody, I'm just very slow though, but I'm getting there.
No, it's incredible. Congrats on that. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Two quick ones for me, or more of a comment. Congrats on the social media stuff, because not everybody can do it, and you couldn't have said it better. It's cringe until it's genius. And then you got your followers, and then sky's the limit. You touched on something super important with working with Mike, and the mental health, that aspect. Why is it that some fighters may shy away from it, not approach it as much? But do you see maybe we've had like a change now with Flash Gordon's and Josh Emmett's and Khalil Roundtree's and Francis Ngannou's, who will just open up about things and how important that mental health is, because it's just integrated to your game.
Yeah.
So it's pivotal. And I'm so glad you brought it up, because you're just not afraid of those things, and that's beautiful.
I'm a very honest person. People, on social media, a lot of people like to just be that perfect person. Oh, everything is fine, everything is chill. But maybe it's not in their life, I don't know, but they're not showing it. Me personally, I open up about anything. And even the videos that I make, I have some nice videos where I look nice, but I have some videos that I look like that. Like, I just woke up and I just decided, let me just take a video. I don't know. So you would see me in all type of forms myself. I'm doing myself, and that helps. I received a lot of DMs saying that helps them also being more confident. Oh, seeing somebody being like that, they can take an example of, like, with some stuff, whatever they fit their own thing. But I do think, I don't mind speaking about mental health. I'm crazy. I have an issue. I lost some fights because of I wasn't there. So therefore, I sought help. I'm from Romania. So in Romania, mental health and stuff like that are not being taken seriously. Maybe now a bit, but before, when I was growing up, I never knew what's the word anxiety before I moved to England. I never knew about depression. I never knew all of these, because in Romania, you're just sad. If you're sad, you're sad, whatever. You just move on. Drink a shot of palinka and move on. It's like that, you know. So, but yeah, when I realized that I had some issues, I'm just seeking help. Just try that too. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least I tried it. And also want to mention one guy, Leo Franco. He's a Romanian. He ran away from communism to U.S. He used to be Ronda Rousey's strength and conditioning coach, and he's a Romanian, a friend of mine. And I was in a really dark place, and my career was going down, and I didn't want to leave that gym. But then I had some discussions with him, and a week after, I just packed my bag and I left. I went to UK, and that kind of changed my whole life. Yes. So I want to thank Leo Franco for changing my life and, you know, giving me the courage. And he's also a mental coach. So since then, I was like, oh, you know what? I should put more into mental stuff, like, because that thing is real. That helped me out. So that changed my life. And then when I moved to UK, and then when things started to shatter a bit over there in UK, then I moved to Orlando I wanted more training, more other different partners. But it was hard because I'm a loyal person. I don't want to let go. Even if I'm going down, I keep it. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to disappoint people. But at the end of the day, you need to be selfish sometimes with yourself. You need to see your goals. You need to love yourself a bit more than, yeah. Sorry, I talk too much.
Oh, no, on behalf of anybody watching this video and the people who needed to hear that, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you so much. And I really want to thank UFC Performance Institute. They helped me out with a lot of stuff. Dan from the nutrition. I talk so much though, but he helped me out. And Micah as well. All the people from there, from the UFCPI, they are amazing. UFC stuff. My team, Fusion Excel from Orlando. My team from Birmingham, UK. My family, my mom was in my corner as well. Yeah, it was a great night. I love it. I love my life now. Thank you. Thanks for having me.